Alrighty then. Welcome once again to the Iron Seas. I am joined by the beautiful, beautiful AC Pritchard, Billy Ben McHugh.
Where'd you get Ben from?
Love. The Iron Sage, Daniel P. Riley. What is that sound? What are you doing to this screen? My God.
I know that
And
sound.
Gerard Christman. Some of us really like Harry Potter here, and the others really like gay doctors. Anyway, we're here to discuss.
And the others can get
No,
from the sea.
we've established prior to the show that the last legitimate doctor was Capaldi,
Oh, sorry.
who
sorry.
was not the gay one.
Yeah, let's put all the doctor lovers down below where they belong. We believe in segregation on this stream. Anyway, we will be discussing Harry Potter and the.
We're the cool kids.
Yeah.
in
And
the
by
back
cool,
of
he
the-
means we got beat up and our lunch money taken.
Look at. Maybe you did. Daniel certainly didn't. If anything, I suspect he was taking the money.
It was, yes.
I was a soft-natured, very kind boy up to a certain age, like 15. Got beat up enough. I figured it out. Anyway,
I got into a fist fight in the cafeteria over a cupcake once.
that's
Ooh.
worth it.
Wait,
It's a trap.
I once gave someone a purple nurple over the same thing. Anyway, here we are to discuss. We have, of course, the beautiful Margie-chan in the chat. I'm taking off these glasses. They are too chromed to be able to see. Oh, hello. You guys ever have a 5-way cuddle section
I plead
every
the
other
fifth.
Tuesday.
every night?
Yeah.
Kahuna likes being the little spoon.
What about me? I am a big guy. Something about
We all
big men
pile
being
around,
little spoons
yeah.
is really funny. Always has been. I have been the base of a 7-person stack sled going down a
Yeah,
hill.
where are you going with this, bud?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So we just stacked a bunch of dudes on top of other dudes. It's not
There goes the
weird.
family-friendly rating for this show.
Mhm.
As we talk about two family-friendly IPs.
Yeah. One is beloved and great, and it's something that partially redeems British culture. And the
And
other,
the other one is Harry Potter.
Oh,
there's I don't know, guys. Just this connection, it's really bad. I don't really know what happened. It's real unfortunate. Oh, you're back. Oh, thank God. I was really worried about both of your guys' internet going out at once.
Yeah,
I
it's
Read Out
amazing.
Productions. I am here, spelled correctly, for 8th Doctor worship and only 8th Doctor worship. The best hair. Imagine having an IP so bad you just have to keep coming out with new doctors to really try to make an impact on the
How is
culture.
that bad?
I guess James Bond is bad too, since they've recast him how many?
Okay, that's the last time. I swear to God.
Just
Anyway.
censored.
But yes, we do believe in strong censorship. This is the Iron Seas. We have captains. There have been mutinies in the past, but not now.
Well, of course
Not
we
for me.
What? What'd I say?
Of course we approve of censorship. We're talking about British stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's on point.
Yes.
It's like what
Violence
Razor
is
Fist
good.
said the other day. It's like, hey, if you really believe in Sharia law, you should go to a Muslim country like the UK. Anyway. But
I believe
yes,
that across the board too. Like, I mean, honestly, if you're like a little bit more loyal or happier with any other country, just go there. Go to your favorite place.
you do you, boo boo, as I say
Yes.
to all immigrants.
Yes.
So who was able to watch everything? I was able to rewatch pretty much all of the Harry Potter. I refused to watch Gay Doctors in Britain. But everything else,
Okay.
I'm covered.
Just has,
Hold
like,
on. The
60
movie
seasons of The
takes place
Doctor.
in America. The movie takes place
Correct.
in America. 1990s Los Angeles, to be exact. And it's brilliant because it has brilliant social commentary because the Doctor steps out of the TARDIS and immediately gets gunned down by a street gang. Peak
That-
cinema.
I love what they believe about American culture. It's like shows up in America one time, immediately killed.
But just so
immediately
you know, it
deceased.
was an attempt by the BBC and I believe Universal Studios to kind of test to see if there was a market for an American Doctor Who
Mhm.
version.
Yeah.
Well, that's absolutely true. And you
The-
guys discuss it. I will mute myself whenever I start talking too much crap about it. You know, it's fine.
And correct me
You
if I'm
don't
wrong,
have to mute
Daniel.
yourself. I'm just stacking up reasons to punch you later.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Daniel, but wasn't the movie also co-financed by an American company?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I can't
Don't
remember which
remember
one.
Exactly.
But yeah, what happened the last couple of years was not the first time an American studio got money in Doctor Who.
yeah.
It's just that the difference was that in the 90s, what we got was actually an enjoyable product.
Well, how long did did Doctor Who run? I mean, it's currently running now. Did it ever stop?
Yes,
It's like a 17 seasons or something.
it began in 1963.
22, I think.
Ugh.
20.
Let me check. I don't remember
It began in 1963. The first cancellation was in 1989. The movie, which came out in 96, was their first attempt to bring the show back. It wouldn't be until 2005 with Christopher Eccleston and Russell T Davies' first go as showrunner that they were actually successful in bringing it back. And that's where you get New Who, which lasted until this year.
So
last year.
the grand total as of right now is 41.
Why?
Yeah, it is the
God.
longest running science fiction TV show, and they killed it, and then they beat the dead horse, and then they Russell T Davies came in and desecrated the corpse.
It depends
Yes.
on how long they beat the dead horse.
Well,
Just call that British
he's-
cuisine.
He started out okay. I think he was being corralled at that point, where the producers may have actually done their job for once and corralled the showrunner.
Oh, back in
Because
the
Once,
aughts?
yeah, once he got
Oh,
let off
absolutely.
the leash for RTD2, that's when it really went downhill.
Dude, every clip I have seen of Ncuti Gatwa, my first response has always been, "Who is this guy, and why is he calling himself the Doctor? This is not the doc. This isn't how he asked. Why is he crying like a little bitch?"
I kind of believe that RTD was probably curtailed by Moffat most in
Probably.
the beginning.
Moffat seems like a genuine fan. Like if you there's a clip of an interview I saw between the two of them, or like a discussion or something. Russell T Davies, he was going basically or no, hold on, let me remember. Okay, there it is. Moffat basically was going on about how, you know, he'll still look at things and be like, "Oh, that could be a cool Doctor Who monster for the week," and he's asking RTD, "Do you still have those thoughts?" And RTD was like, "No." I was like, "How do you not?"
Well, like that brings up another point. Even a genuine fan in terms of being a creator, like is going to do things differently. Like
Mhm.
I would say Dave Filoni is a true Star Wars fan, but not everything he's ever done has been very like he's added his own spin, obviously, and then over time, some of his things did not feel very Star Wars after a certain point. But
Well,
I don't think
nobody's
anyone would argue whether he's
capable
a
of getting
fan
it
or not.
right every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah, it
think
had
the
to be,
problem.
like the RTD's first run had to be bad for Eccleston last year to so many years removed from it to have said what he said at that one con when he said sack Russell T Davies, sack what's her face. Like he gave this whole list of people the only way he would come back to the Doctor was if they sacked all of these people.
Yep.
Part
Arguably, I've heard I have not seen Eccleston's run as the Doctor, but I have heard it is the best singular run of the Doctor ever, and I believe it.
As a gateway for new fans, it was perfect because it blended the original Doctor into a modern theme. You know, he had the gravitas to be able to play someone who was consciously extremely old and at the same time be nuanced enough to make new viewers go, okay, this is kind of fun.
yeah, and
Like how much of that can be controlled just by an actor versus like the showrunner has so much more to, and writers have a lot. Like a good actor can only do so much with bad writing.
Well, what Doctor Who proved over the decades was that the writing isn't always good, but it's the presentation of the actor playing the Doctor that sells the episode.
absolutely, like the worst. I will still revisit some of the worst classic stories. In other words, Colin Baker's entire first season as the Doctor, simply because I enjoy the actors. Like that's what sells it. I will watch all of Capaldi's run, not necessarily because it's peak Doctor Who. Daniel can attest it's not. Kill the Moon.
It's pretty awful.
Kill the Moon haunts my nightmares. It's so bad. But I'll watch it because Capaldi nails it. Smith nailed it. Even John Hurt,
Go ahead, finish your thought.
Even John Hurt, who was only in for the 50th anniversary special as the War Doctor, the Doctor that fought in the Time War, he nailed it.
It was John Hurt.
John
Hurt doesn't miss.
Bill
And
has
then-
his own. Bill
even
has his
in-
own clip on our show. Here it is.
And even going back to Classic Who, the guy they had playing the Valyard, I genuinely wish that we had gotten more of the Valyard in Classic Who. I wanted to know more about his deal, like what happens in the Doctor's future to turn him into that. That would have been so good. but
I
then they
actually
just
have the opinion
erased
of a
it from
real
existence.
person from the UK about this show, so figured I'd just share this with everybody.
yeah.
There it is. Yep. That's sorry, guys. It even they've decided. So
Actual.
sorry, man. It's not even my opinion anymore. All right, I'm just the messenger. I'm splitting the Red Sea. I'm gonna take us to the promised land, which is
all I have to say about that is, if you're really an alien, how come you sound like you're from the north?
Lots of planets have a north.
Well, maybe I'm a snow. Maybe I'm a snow Canadian, a snow Mexican. Yeah,
That's yeah, dude.
Daniel,
And
you were going to
technically,
say-
Capaldi was Scottish.
yes.
His
He
doctor
even-
was a Scotsman. He in the first episode after his transformation, he's still half baked and being insane in an alleyway at a homeless man, and he stops and he goes, "Wait, I'm Scottish. Oh, that's good. I can complain about things."
See, and this is why Capaldi's my second favorite Doctor.
Yeah.
I complain about a lot of things.
I can complain about things. Hold on.
Based.
He's
I'm
brilliant.
Scottish. I have reasons to whine again.
He's brilliant in the show, and the only reason it made it through that many seasons with him was because people kept coming back to watch him, not the shitty storylines that they were throwing at everybody.
That's fair. But
Yeah,
the
Capaldi's very good.
readout does ask an important question. I'm gonna do his voice real quick.
Why does the Kahuna hate Doctor Who so much? You know,
Doctor Who pre-2018. Real quick, I'll say this as eloquently as possible.
Because it's lame and gay.
Anyway,
Kahuna would know.
I would. I'm an expert, very much so. Yes.
I've only ever seen.
You've never seen me in my Daisy Dukes, but I do own them. You should.
That was my reaction too.
Tom Baker run. So I don't. Tom Baker's the only Doctor that I know.
Yeah, Baker's run is the best of set, in my opinion.
Hey, hold on. You can't just make snap judgments like that. You don't know this, but he's actually like 5'5". His arms are only 6 inches around, brother. It's
only 6 inches around, dude. It's only like half a foot around.
It's like half of my crank. Anyway, what were we talking about, Doctor?
Oh my God. He's not wrong though. He is.
Yeah, 5'5". We all know it. Anyway, sorry, not trying to throw us off too badly 5 times in a row. Continue.
Just taking shots at Jared.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, he hired his wife to come on and say that. We all know it's not real. It's not real.
Yeah, that's my wife's sock puppet. No, it's Jared's wife's sock puppet. That's right. I always think you guys are talking about my wife, dude. What the hell?
We usually are talking about your wife.
Yeah.
AC's the resident married host.
Yeah.
Am I going to have to resurrect the old IAK thing of making fun of AC about my wife? Like
my wife. Yeah. My wife. Yes.
So to educate as a non-Who fan, like with Tom Baker being the only one that I know that I've actually watched, like how does he stack up to like the rest of the Doctors?
I mean, he's the icon when it comes to classic Who for most people.
Yeah.
Everyone is going to have an answer on who their favorite and least favorite is. My personal really favorite.
Tennant's too.
Yeah, we call him gynecologist Who. Anyways, my favorite Doctor is the first Doctor, William Hartnell, mainly because he reminds me of my own grandfather.
That was the draw, yes.
And then
that's
my mom actually likes Tennant. Tennant is her favorite.
Everybody in the modern era loves the pretty boy.
Yeah, everyone loves the pretty boy, except my dad. My dad likes Matt Smith.
I'm actually quite a fan of Smith, and the only reason for that is because over the course of his rather storied run, he went from the kind of the silly young, regeneration cycle part all the way up to the wizened, like full circle where he had grown into himself just in the span of the seasons that he acted the part in. He starts off. He was referred to as the anxious cat because his physicality was that he was always twitching away from things and spinning around. He was extremely expressive. But as time went on, he started to get more and more slowed down in his tones and the way that he spoke. And it seemed like you were watching somebody who didn't physically age, but mentally was aging over the seasons.
Yeah, and he's a very good actor too, and plus, beyond being like the little twitchy guy in the early part of Who, he got freaking jacked for House of the Dragon. Like he didn't slack on that.
I mean,
also, I want to point out that Daniel thinks that Tennant is pretty. I just want us to take note of that. Remember it for future generations.
And
I'm going to chisel it in stone. When the Earth starts dying, people will find the stone. Daniel thinks that Tennant is pretty.
In Daniel's defense,
Bill,
I would argue that John Pertwee was the pretty boy of Doctor Who because, holy crap, in Inferno, you see just how jacked he was. Like John Pertwee could kick someone's ass.
Daniel, Kahuna's not wrong because how right now, I mean, it's probably going to be different in the future. It'll just literally be watching the videos. But like right now, how AI scans YouTube videos, if you want to know information about it, is it like looks at the captions, the subtitles. So what Kahuna just said kind of is etched in stone and across the internet because other websites scrape YouTube subtitles.
They wrote that into the script in most of the seasons in Tennant's run, so I don't care.
Good defense.
Daniel
Good
stands
defense.
by it.
Yep, good defense. Good defense.
I mean, River literally calls him pretty boy and tells him to come here, and he's like totally ignoring her.
Slow jazz starts playing in the background.
And now that's etched in stone.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is, but River does something to me, man. I don't know how to explain it, and it scares me. I want to go home.
That's in the subtitles now too.
I mean, Alex Kingston's a fox. He always has been.
Guys, I have to say something really, really funny. So, Thorin can't hear what you're saying. He can just hear what I'm saying and try to infer what is being said based on that. So he came over after we got done talking about the pretty boy of the show, and Thorin says, "Is he talking about me?" And that is...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's a self-aware child.
Thank
God bless him.
You're not.
Anyways, we should probably actually talk about the Who media that we actually
Not right now, John.
Deleted the books.
I'll deal with that after the show.
I'll deal with you later.
What did you do this time, John? You
Yeah.
better. I have a copy. I don't know if it's
Skill
the finished
issue.
one. It'll be fine. Don't worry, John. John gets the...
Right.
John, you better be joking. I have a copy of your book. Go sit.
It would
child.
take a lot of really idiotic effort for him to delete his books. Oh, he deleted
Everybody's books.
Everyone's books. Hold on. I need to verify.
John accidentally destroyed Amazon Kindle.
Well,
Oh,
hold
no.
on.
It's
like
physical too. I'm looking
Good.
at my copy of
I
Night
can't
Quest. There's
fix
nothing
that.
here.
Well, I mean that is a feat for them. That is a feat only the mayor of Work City could pull off. So it tracks.
This is true. I like how he's like, I want to do something really original with this next book. How about Black Superman? It's great. No. it is. I'm being mean. It is really good. It is really good. What did you? Oh, is he here just to bully Daniel? Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll allow it. Anyway, we're nearing the end of our Doctor
too.
Who discussion.
But hold on, we still haven't talked about the movie. We've talked about everything but the movie. Which
No such luck, Kahuna.
I will say this right now. Paul McGann, the Eighth Doctor, was short-sighted in the grand scheme of the show. I don't care about the audio dramas. I genuinely don't care. I'm sure they're great. There's 50 years of television here, okay? I don't care about another 20 years worth of audio plays. I just don't.
They're talking about the Doctor Who movie, which is funny. It's like, oh, the show's failed enough for 42 seasons. Why don't we make a movie too? Anyway, so they're talking about Doctor Who. We're going to talk about a good story later also, so you can stick around for that.
I thought I heard a cat. Anyways, Paul McGann got short-sighted. He is the, like we said, like most other actors that have played the Doctor, all the way up to Capaldi, because after that, I don't know why, but people stopped wanting to play the character. It was weird. Anyways, Paul McGann was shorted, and he was the best part of the movie. He was delightful. Also, I think he could probably pull off Snape.
There's that. I'm waiting for Billy to
he
show
was
up in
young.
the comments now too, because it'll be like he'll have an opinion about who should be cast as Snape.
For this crap that they pulled with the script and the character of the Master, I have to give it to Eric Roberts too, though.
Oh, I enjoyed him. Like, this is where they started being kind of inconsistent with the Master in terms of writing it. Well, classic Who, he's this Moriarty type guy, very smart, very collected. He and the Doctor get into a sword fight at one point, which was great. The Doctor just sat down and started eating a sandwich. Fucking power move.
I do have a question about doctors after this. Go ahead.
Okay. Then, you watch New Who and you get the Schizo Master. And to be fair there, they actually give you an explanation for what happened. The Time Lords were like, we want to break free from this reality that we got shoved into, so we're just going to go back in time and screw with the Master because fuck him. Yeah, pretty much.
They pretty much broke him.
They broke him so that he could be used as a homing beacon so that they could get out of their pocket dimension. But here he's just kind of crazy. He does have one great moment that I love, and where he's coming down the stairs in that high Gallifreyan robe, and he's just like, I always dress for the occasion.
No, that's great.
Peak.
I think the portrayal of Missy actually worked better than Crazy Master.
A little bit, and honestly, I will say this right now. This is not the first. The movie here is not the first time the Master has stolen someone's body, which, by the way, is why Missy doesn't bother me. Like, that is one sex change of a character that doesn't bother me, because the Master legit will just steal someone's body if he needs to survive.
And that inspired you, Bill, to go through with your surgery?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I do have a question about the doctors. I'm curious if it's kind of like what my opinion about the Superman live action actors who have played him. I didn't realize until I was older, I don't think we've had a really bad Superman actor. I think the scripts, the movie making themselves or showrunners have been misguided. I don't think there's actually been a bad
James Gunn.
I can agree with that.
Is the Doctor kind of like that too, or like have there been some clear misses?
I would say Ncuti Gatwa was a clear miss, but
yeah, not until the recent stuff, and really it started with Jodie Whittaker. She was not good.
Is that Forrest Whitaker's daughter or something?
I'm not gonna shoot the spiders because guns are bad.
Yeah, but she didn't have the ability to portray herself in any way, shape, or form as a female version of the Doctor. She was a totally separate character.
That seems to be a common theme when it comes that I've heard surrounding her portrayal as the Doctor.
And honestly, I just lost my thought.
Yes,
you can see why I like Doctor Who. I have a lot of the. I see myself in the character. I feel represented in the character of the Doctor.
Based. You also feel gay and black sometimes?
I think of the old
gay, yes, black, no.
Who, slightly controversial opinion, but Sylvester McCoy was hit or miss to me. Sometimes he was on, sometimes he was off.
Sylvester McCoy was the last of the classic show's Doctors.
Yeah.
That name sounds like an old name.
He's the one that gets shot in the beginning of Doctor Who, the movie, and then get transformed as a new McGann.
Which I feel real bad for Colin Baker. At least 7 got shot. 6 bumped his head and died from a concussion, I guess. Like, sucks to suck.
That is British writing for you.
All stupid writing.
It was, and to be fair to Colin Baker, the reason they didn't shoot like a proper regeneration story or regeneration scene was because he refused to come back because he was unceremoniously fired from the show. And so he was pissed off. In later years, he did lament that he should have come back to do that for the fans, at least. He admitted that his motives there were entirely selfish. And we had another instance similar with Tom Baker and the 5 Doctors. Tom Baker refused to come back for the 5 Doctors. So the 5 Doctors is actually the 4 Doctors. Had he come back, 4 and 5 would have been running the investigation into the Gallifreyan politics behind what was going on, whereas 1, 2, and 3 would have been diving into the deep history of Gallifrey and what Rassilon left behind. And I can't remember. I think Tom Baker may have also lamented not coming back, but I'm not sure on that.
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
There
there's
was
just
a period where he admitted he kind of got a bit pompous and thought it was beneath him to continue doing it. And then I believe it was the War Doctor arc where when they asked him if he would cameo, he said he totally changed his tune and said, I'm sorry I did that. And yes, I would love to appear. And he did right at the end as the curator.
Yeah, and that whole interaction between him and Eleven is just so much fun. And
who knows?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Jared. I wonder if this is what non-Lord of the Rings fans think when we talk about Lord of the Rings lore.
Yes,
100%. 100%.
We're just sitting. I'm like, these sure are names. So a lot of
them. Going back on topic. This is the problem with a 50-year-old show. There's so much to talk about.
Is there though?
Yes. Silence.
Yes. Which you know,
I'm going to go through each individual season. Sync. No.
The movie, as much as I enjoy it, it is clear when you sit down to watch it why it failed to attract audiences. First of all, massive info dump at the beginning. Well, maybe not massive, but what's the word I'm looking for? Daniel, you word better than me. People pay you for your word.
You know word.
Exposition.
You speak word good.
Yeah,
it is exposition, but I'm trying to find the right verb for the exposition. No, not verb. The other thing. Adjective. Right? No. Yes. No.
Now
let the man answer, Bill.
Now.
I write stories.
Was it a Nolan exposition or
no? It was. They go into like the deep lore of Time Lords and the Master and how many lives Time Lords have, and it's.
Then
I want to use
everything
the word
changes,
abrasive, but I don't know if abrasive's the right word.
Is it aggressive?
What's up, Pops?
I know how Bob feels when AC. Yeah, Martin lore is deep.
Yeah,
it sounds like nonsense if you don't.
We just keep going, and it's like Egyptian. Yep, it's like Greek or Egyptian, or like scholarly texts. I don't know.
Daniel, make word go.
Daniel fix word. Daniel, make word go.
Daniel, make
go word go.
Go word go.
But no,
go far.
The movie goes into like this whole exposition about how many lives the Time Lord has, the Master, how he wasted all his lives. It's too much for an opening that should be drawing in new fans.
If it's it's like an opening that's assuming you already have a base knowledge about it.
New Who did a better job because New Who did what Classic Who did in its first episode. Classic Who, in its first episode, we follow 2 school teachers who are looking into who we find out later is the Doctor's granddaughter. Yep. They have this student. She's weird. She keeps basically giving all these anachronisms, like using meters when Britain hasn't gone to meters yet, hasn't gone to the metric system yet. So they go to investigate, and they get kidnapped by the Doctor and go on a bunch of wild adventures, and that's first season and a half of the show.
Basically using someone unfamiliar with everything as a way of expositing to the audience.
And New Who does the same thing with Rose, where she's just going about her day, and all of a sudden, Autons attack her at her work, and she's like, "What the hell?" And then the Doctor shows up and is like, "Run."
Ironically, that actually happens in Harry Potter because he didn't really grow up in the wizarding world. So it makes sense to be learning all these things alongside him. And I think that's just masterful writing, only in the case of Harry Potter.
But, that is kind of the magic of the series, though, is that generally speaking, you as the viewer of the show are another human companion following along on these crazy things being led and eventually solved by you, the companions, and the Doctor. The show veered off that course about the end of the Matt Smith run and fell way off of it during the Capaldi run when it started to focus directly on the companions instead of the companions being part of the crowd that you were
in. They became the main character.
Yeah. and the Doctor started to take a back seat to everyone's lives. And unfortunately, that was because of the Amy Rory stuff in Matt Smith's run. The fans began to love the characters of Amy and Rory being portrayed by their actors so much that the showrunners went, okay, well, they want more about the companions, so let's start making the Doctor a sideline and start paying attention to the companions
instead of just making your main character better.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And maintaining the formula of you, the viewer, are here running alongside these characters. Now we're just going to start telling you about these characters, and you, the viewer, don't matter anymore.
It does beg the question, though, how much should writers and creators, how much advice from their fans, especially a large fan base like something like this, how much of their wants and needs should be taken into account when you're working on a project? Because I've seen it go both ways. I've seen where, oh, you ignored the fans to your detriment. I've also seen, oh, you gave them everything they wanted and they're idiots. They don't know what they want.
There's nothing wrong with innovation, but it's going to be hit or miss. And you have to be able to pivot when it misses.
Yeah.
Instead, the showrunners doubled down because they went from the Amy Rory arc in Matt Smith's run to the Clara Oswald arc. And the Clara Oswald arc was not as good. People didn't enjoy it as much. And instead of giving it up, then they just went on and started with Capaldi and the what was her name, Bill?
The
college.
Pardon me, her name was Bill.
Yes,
the characters. Her name was Bill. I don't like that I share a name with
yes at the same time. Like it's a normal thing. Duh. It's not normal.
The better companion in that final season with Capaldi was Nardole. I loved Nardole. Nardole was great.
Yeah.
Nardole also gave us Nardole gave us a great line for a companion. Space doors are supposed to go shook shook.
Yeah. Nardole was again hit or miss, and it's partly because of the actor. He's I believe a comedian, and he's known for being kind of deadpan and awkward.
I mean, end of the day, none of the companions have ever measured up to the man, the myth, the Highlander, Jamie
Billy! Sorry. Continue.
There are a couple real world examples of what we're talking about, though, like in the bigger picture, because you have a franchise that has a sizable fan base and gave the fans exactly what they wanted, but it wasn't massively successful commercially in the film Punisher Warzone. The Punisher fans absolutely loved it. That is my favorite Punisher film of all of them. I like all the Punisher films, but that's my favorite one because it's Ray Stevens unleashed, like full-blown Frank Castle with no bumpers and no nerf, like full. And it wasn't that successful commercially because it was so much. Conversely to that, you have Sonic, who has a massive fan base. There was a massive fan backlash when the first images came out of Sonic.
I can't believe they
listened to the fans, changed it, and those things are massively successful now.
Yeah,
I never played Sonic growing up. I never watched anything. I got into it literally because my son was interested in. They're some of the best kid or like all ages entertainment that has come out in years.
Oh yeah,
they're
like
fun
as far
movies.
as cinematically, like insane. I'm watching a third one. I'm like, this is like Dragon Ball Z. Why am I having so much fun in the theater watching Sonic? I didn't think this was possible.
Live and Learn has become part of my workout playlist.
What is it?
Live and Learn has become part of my workout playlist.
Yes, sir.
And so I think the size of a fan base also has a lot to do with that. And it's like, and I don't know, I wouldn't know how to quantify that without a lot of comparison between franchises in terms of how much do you listen? How much do you give the Doctor Who fans what they want? In contrast to how much do you try to appeal to non-Who fans? I'm like, obviously, trying to appeal to non-Who fans hasn't worked out for them. So maybe
that's kind of what they did with the new Star Trek films. The whatchamacallit, the bad ones that everyone says is bad. That are the only ones I didn't hate. I didn't like.
Again, I have to with New Who. I have to kind of attribute the early successes to Moffat more than RTD. And part of that is also because he proved his point with the Sherlock miniseries with Benedict Cumberbatch. And what it was that he took the theme and style of the characters that classic fans knew and just applied them to the modern world, as opposed to trying to change the modern world into something and drop this version of the character into it, which is what later Who writers were trying to do, and ultimately screwed it all up.
And that show,
the problem with Who as well that I don't, because it's been around so long. I bet I'm all, even discourse I've seen from a distance. New Who is bad. Old Who is boring. Even the fans, even diehard fans, seem to have wildly different opinions about what they like and what they want, because it's been around for so long, and it's like worse than something like Star Wars. Star Wars has always had its its contentions within its fan base, but not in the same way, because it's different, at least on the outside looking in.
Oh, you think about it, that's a four generation franchise.
Ew.
And like it's bound to have there's bound to be a lot of conflict and differing opinions about it. Just to touch on what we had talked about a little bit earlier, though, in terms of actors chemistry and performance being able to elevate a show beyond its flaws. Sherlock is a perfect example of that. Like that, if you did not have Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch in those roles, that show would probably suck. But because you have those two, it's exceptionally entertaining. It has its problems, I understand that, but I don't care about any of the problems, because those two together on screen are too good. They're just too good to ignore.
I agree with that, but I don't know that I agree that it wouldn't be as good with other actors. I think it had its bones, all set up by Moffat and Mark Gatiss, who I believe played Mycroft in the miniseries.
Let me amend that to say you would need other actors equally as competent with equal.
That I can agree with.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
I would say that. I'll say that.
Yep.
And I mean, playing the Doctor used to be a big deal.
Yeah.
That was like a pivotal point in an actor's career. That's one of the reasons why Ncuti Gatwa pisses me off so much, is because he was away from the set so much. Your cast is the Doctor. Why are you not on set? Why is this not your number one priority? Why are you flying out to wherever the hell for other things when this is the thing? This will be the defining moment of your career.
It's a trap.
You absolute fucking nonce.
He knew it sucked, so he didn't. But dude,
stop using British words, Bill. This is America.
John Hurt played the Doctor.
Yes,
that's how important that role is. John Hurt. Like, come on, get out of here. The Doctor should be a super.
And he played the canonical linchpin of the entire thing, because the War Doctor was technically the first.
Oh, really?
War Doctor comes between 8 and 9, because remember. Okay.
So walk me through this Timeless Children controversy then, because I hear they tried to big retcon.
Oh God!
That just
okay. So
do we have to? I'd rather talk about John Hurt's War Doctor.
No, hold on. No, I have been prepared for this. Okay, so
go ahead, Bill.
and I've been prepared for this because I know of something.
It's gonna get real nerdy in here real quick.
Daniel may know about this as well, the Cartmel Master Plan. So, the whole point of Doctor Who is that the Doctor is supposed to be mysterious, with an air of danger and darkness to the character. They had that in the 80s. The writers thought that a lot of that had gone away during the 60s and 70s, primarily the 70s, with how much of Gallifrey was revealed. Because in Classic Who, Gallifrey is like at the peak of its power. So there are multiple Time Lords not doing anything because they're non-interventionists. Kind of based when you think about it. But
ooh, that's a strong opinion. Sorry, I just saw that.
The Cartmel Master Plan was basically, behind the scenes, we are going to create an origin for the Doctor. But we are not going to reveal that origin in the show. We may drop a couple hints. We may, hint and call back to previous things from before the show started that the Doctor has to take care of. But we are not going to reveal this origin. We want to regain that level of mystery. And honestly, in McCoy's run, when it worked, I think it really worked. Remembrance of the Daleks is one of my favorite stories from his era.
Agreed. That was one of the hits of his run.
I do have a point. I do have a point here. Continue, but I have a point on this after. Go.
Fast forward to the 2010s. Chibnall comes in and comes up with the Timeless Children, where they reveal the Doctor's origin, which goes completely against the point. And it doesn't matter that
so bad.
It doesn't matter that the Doctor is still some mystery child from some time vortex gobbledygook bullcrap, because now you've essentially revealed that he's not actually a Time Lord. You've revealed all of this stuff about his past, and also you've completely rewritten what we already knew and what had already been established by great writers such as Robert Holmes back in the 70s regarding Gallifrey and the Time Lord culture.
When did we get that on the show?
Like a year ago.
The Doctor have this dark past works, especially if you go back to like the first Doctor Who serials and you see things like the Doctor ready to cave a caveman's skull in with a giant rock.
Yep.
For not really a good enough reason.
Oh, you mean that dark, not because the original Doctor is now a little black girl.
No. Yeah,
that's why we said black sometimes. We feel black sometimes earlier.
In the first serial of Doctor Who, anyway, the Doctor was about ready to just bash a dude's head in. It was amazing. But then that was also part of the first Doctor's run, was learning to soften and learning to become more human, which Daniel was saying, the meta reason for having the companions is so that explanations can be given for what's going on. The companion
that's the difference between me and the Doctor. I never softened.
Anyway,
the companion is your gateway into Doctor Who, but in universe, the companion is what the Doctor can use to keep himself grounded.
Look how focused he is. He's so on it. I'm so proud of him.
Not even being facetious.
Love Doctor Who.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not even being facetious. I bet Daniel P. Riley and Bill could actually work together and make like a decent.
Is this how they work
episode?
Together?
If not episode,
they wouldn't let us. We're Americans.
Right.
Which sucks because as a kid, I wanted to get into acting to play the Doctor.
It never has.
We'll never say never because they cast John Lithgow as Dumbledore. So.
Well, I've already started writing my own Doctor Who version of serial stories.
Ooh, good call.
So, the Daleks were in the Doctor Who
really
movie.
Quick, Bill. Oh, yeah, you're answering it right now. Good call.
The Daleks were in the movie. They were off screen, but this is one of the decisions that I'm glad we didn't get to see to fruition. The Dalek design. I am going to share my screen. Because I actually pulled up share screen. Okay, where was the tab? Here it is. Okay. This was the original, or this was the redesign for the Daleks that they had for the movie. We never saw that, thankfully. Daleks are supposed to look like this.
Trash can tanks.
Yeah, trash can tanks.
Maybe a redesign is not the worst thing that could have happened here. And it's all that out there.
Silence.
That concept art is ass.
It is. And on top of that, and this is one of my minor nitpicks with the movie, while we don't see the Daleks, we hear them, and their voices are too high-pitched. But at the same time, the visual of that scene is almost enough for me to let it slide, because the visual of the Master with that thing around his neck and then the green neon lines, that visual just screams classic science fiction, and I love it. And then you see him get vaporized.
Yep. Now they did, I guess, maybe take a little bit of that concept art into the early part of New Who, because the Emperor of the Daleks was in I think it was a 6-legged trash can tank. It had spider legs.
See, Jared, this is what happens when you let the British make fake war machines.
The Daleks are more practical in their design than the actual war machines from Doctor Who, the War Machines, which were definitely something. Daniel knows what I'm talking about. They were definitely something.
They sure sound like something.
The whole mythos behind them.
It sounds like at some point they did the whole, we have this mythical past that is mysterious, and we're going to ruin it by over-explaining it.
Yeah,
even if it's good, it ruins.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
because like I have a show that I like and that some people don't love, and that's fine. Legend of Korra. They had a 2-episode arc where they talked about the first Avatar and how to shut your whore mouth and how it happened. And that 2-episode arc in isolation, quite good. But then it changes things about the lore, and then it begs questions about the original. Bad overall effect, and it also takes away some of the mystery.
Hashtag Legend of Korra sucks.
There are worse things out there. Season 3 holds up to the original show, and I will stand on it.
Oh, that is a bold statement, sir.
I will bet on my own cockfight, and I'm not even bringing a chicken. How about that? But yeah,
he gonna die.
The
horrible pecking and screaming, and then the chicken arrived.
This, by the way, is another reason why I think that the 8th Doctor kind of got shorted, because we get an implication of the politics and what's going on a larger scale in universe just by the opening scene alone, because the Master committed crimes and the Daleks caught him for it. Instead of just flat out executing him and calling it a day, which is what the Daleks would do, they're now told that they need to extradite the prisoner to Time Lord jurisdiction, or hand him over to the Time Lords, which hints at like the overall politics which lead into the Time War itself. Because for anyone who doesn't know, the Time War was between the Daleks and the Time Lords. It saw the destruction of both civilizations for a time. I would have loved to just see that part of the timeline actually explored in the show leading up to the Time War. Of course, we never want to see the Time War. Never, ever, ever show us the Time War. But seeing that buildup on like the political side would work so well for like good science fiction, I think.
New Who did do very well with that. They didn't explain the Time War, but with the War Doctor, John Hurt's portrayal, they gave us just enough of a tease to show that how bad it was in just those couple of little scenes explaining his character.
Yep.
Kind of like in the opening of Terminator 1 and 2. It doesn't show you the war. It shows you a moment from the war.
Right, exactly.
And it's much more effective. It lets your imagination, like it gives you the atmosphere, the feeling, the skulls underneath the machines, and your brain fills in the rest much better than a whole origin story.
What's great about the 50th anniversary is it's not even like, the Time War does play a part because we've got the War Doctor there, and then the whole climax of the story revolves around how the war ended. But the brunt of the plot is about the Zygons and how they have been displaced by everything going on. So this isn't even about the Time War. It's about that episode was about a side story that was a result of the Time War.
Yep.
Also, real quick, because it's getting too far back in the past, I love Billy. I love him. I love what he cares about sometimes too, like this. Lavender Brown's rabbit dying was in the book, but not in the movie. So it better be in the HBO show.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
That might just save the adaptation. I agree with you, Billy. I think without that scene, that pivotal scene, Harry Potter ceases to make sense.
It does.
I love you, brother.
Billy!
Oh, it's great, dude. The opinions expressed by community regarding Legend of Korra do not reflect the opinions or positions of Iron Sea. Oh, hold on, I just got to type out something unrelated real quick. Hold on.
Well, Kahuna's typing that out. Another issue that I have with the opening. I know I'm bringing up a lot of issues. There's a reason why this revival attempt failed. Another issue I have with the opening scene. We open with 7. Hey, Daniel, I have a question for you. Where's Ace? Yeah. Where's Ace? Why isn't she with the Doctor busting out some Nitro 9 to blow up the Master? As Ace would absolutely do. Where's my punk rocker companion?
Bill, I understand all that.
Or they just couldn't pay for it.
Yeah, so you've got an intro that's dumping a lot on new viewers, and then for the old viewers, you're resetting. So you're in the wrong part of the middle ground. Whereas going back to the New Who example, we're changing the status quo by making the Doctor the last Time Lord because of the Time War.
Yep.
And we're going to reintroduce old fans and newly introduce new fans by engaging in this little mystery. We're going to follow Rose as she investigates who this mystery man is and what's going on in London until it culminates in her hopping on board the TARDIS for a couple seasons of adventure.
Okay, but we do have another movie to discuss here. So I think it's only that Jared and I we give a sink or float to this entire franchise right now.
Okay.
And so we're just gonna take care of a couple of things real quick. Jared, what sink or float on the entire franchise of Doctor Who? Just now, real quick.
Entire franchise, I give it a float.
That's about how I feel.
Yeah.
Let me see. I give it. Let's see. A massive sink, but that's okay. Well, no one cares about my opinion about Doctor Who. It's like how my opinion of Star Trek as a whole. May really overall dislike it. No love.
You're entitled to be wrong. So I'll say,
this is America. You have a right to be wrong.
I know
you have a habit anyway.
I've said quite a bit that was of issues that I have. Overall, though, as just a Doctor Who adventure, I really enjoy it. I enjoy Paul McGann. I enjoy the fact that Paul McGann threatens to himself to get a cop to move out of the way. Actual scene in the movie, and it's great.
YouTube. Wait. Pause. Yeah. Lean forward. Say the thing.
I endorse my dad's opinion.
Got it. All right, continue.
Okay, well, you've indoctrinated him. So, anyways, overall,
you bet your ass I did.
a fun little romp. It's a bit too heavy at the start. I think once we get to Paul McGann, I would say it kind of finds its footing a little bit better. Because from that point on, we're no longer with exposition or the Seventh Doctor without Ace, which
for the love of God,
that's a weird thing to get.
Two options, sink or float.
I'm gonna say float. I liked it.
It's like Bill. Do you find her attractive? Well, I don't know. I was looking at her nails the other day, and I just couldn't really. And also her personality, like she kind of liked math. I don't love math as much as she loves math. Tell us, was she hot? Okay.
She certainly has woman parts.
There are feminine parts. I enjoy feminine parts, but these ones I don't. You're like my old lead. He was leading a crew. I asked him if they finished the roof. 5 minutes later, after explaining why his niece's son needed dental surgery and a few other things, he still hadn't said yes or no. I love you, Bill.
I'm gonna say it floats. I'm gonna shut up. Daniel might have things to say. I don't know.
I'm actually going to be somewhat confrontational here, just a little bit. I enjoyed it, but I think it sinks because it didn't do what it was intended to do. It didn't open the franchise and the lore up to another audience.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. You're talking about the Doctor Who movie?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I was talking about the franchise as a whole.
That's because
if we're talking about the movie, I sink it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not that it wasn't a good movie, it just didn't do its job.
Which is a valid reason to sink it, I would say, because if you fail to do what you set out to do, you still fail, no matter how much people love 8.
And
I've talked to Daniel. I've talked to Daniel about this before. You don't like, because you can have 2 different books, give them each 5 stars. Does that mean that I like one 5-star as much as another? Not always, not usually. It you have to take into account a couple of things. Did they do the thing they set out to do? And you have to partially judge them on that metric. You have to do quality.
Exactly.
Taste comes into it too. I don't like British food, hence my opinion of this show and franchise as a whole. But yeah, no, I think that's it. Also, so we're going to talk about why space westerns may be the greatest thing ever to happen cinematically.
Now hold on.
Kahuna just keeps taking people off the show.
Just
hold on,
one by one, taking them out.
I think it's time for a revolution. Somebody needs to take his admin status away.
I don't know who this.
It's too much fun.
I'm unsure who this Missouri Breaks guy is, but I think we should let him cook. Because I mean, Firefly did get canceled. So
sorry, man, all those
Hi,
connections,
Bill.
man. I don't know.
Hi, Bill.
Actually,
what's
hold on.
What's the authoritarian government saying? Firefly bad? Okay, yes, I'm saying that. Wait, Firefly good? I'm saying that. Whatever you guys want, just don't kill me.
Hold on, we're just gonna segregate real quick. We're gonna write down a list. And it's none of your business what it's for. It's going to be fine. I'm going to send you guys a patch in the mail. You need to wear it outside at all times.
Now you're
just
sounding
need to keep
like
track
the government.
of these people. Anyways.
I would have preferred an armband, but I mean, I'll go with the patch. I guess.
I demand face tattoo. That's what it should be.
On the whole, I get it.
Scarlet Letter.
But Firefly is good. I'm not going to pretend it's not.
Firefly is not a sci-fi western. Like I don't know why that keeps getting brought up. Like it's not a western. And here's why.
Cowboy stuff.
But here's why. And as the only member of the Iron Age who's actually made a western film and has actually cowboyed for real.
You guys don't know real western.
I'm going to tell you why this doesn't work. All right. The western is the only film genre that you can identify the genre by the setting. You don't need an actor. You need a landscape establishing shot, and this is a western. All right, that's number one. And that right there, the western carries a specific aesthetic. Even a modern western, there's an aesthetic that is very much unique unto itself. Like you cannot I love how much Japanese people love the United States and love Western culture. Awesome. And in that same breath, when you film a Japanese Western or a Korean Western, but you try to make it look American, it's not. Like Western is uniquely American. And you see that it is the only thing, like even Australian Westerns come close, but they're still not the same. There is something unique about a Western. And when you add something, if you add something like sci-fi to it, it is so out of place. It's so it's so diametrically opposed aesthetically that in the visual medium, I just don't think it works. Now, that's for me. It works for some people. Some people, there were plenty of people who thought Wild Wild West was a great film. There were plenty of people who thought Aliens and Cowboys was a great film. I think they are dog shit at the best of times. I can't, and like when
the
you
old
make
Wild Wild West show was pretty damn good, though.
Was it though?
Wait, hey, Daniel, we didn't make a Western film. We can't have an opinion.
The movie Red.
Yes, Jared, you're correct, Jared. Yes.
I have a question for Jared though, based on that, and just for clarity purposes, if we classified, yes, that's a wonderful TARDIS and Capaldi Lego.
I've met Smith.
If we classified Firefly as a frontier space opera, would that be more indicative of what you're talking about?
It would be. That would be more. Yes,
Jared. That's like it's not red; it's maroon.
There's two different colors.
Well, I mean, Jared's right there. I mean, red and maroon are.
They are two distinctly different colors.
And he's technically correct because there are frontier films and there are Western films. They are two distinct cinematographical style. I always hate that word. It's too long.
Words are hard. No, because that is kind of true. Because there are a lot of sci-fi that are not Western skinned even a little bit, that are frontier stories, basically.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jared's still wrong. I just really wanted to
hear
his whole point before saying it.
But right there, you're talking about the bones and not the actual part of the body that you see. Like they're built on the same framework, but the window dressing is entirely different. And a Western has its own style of window dressing that you just can't you can't just slap an alien in a cowboy film and say this is acceptable. Like, I mean, you can, but for people
this
like
is America.
Me, for people like me who grew up on Westerns and have cowboyed, you're never going to. We will never be your target audience. You will never win us to your side ever.
That's fair.
Because to us it looks retarded.
Well, when you say the word Western, you're implying like Western Hemisphere.
I'll be right back. I have to put my kids down. So you guys discuss why Jared's wrong on my behalf. I'll be right back.
It's implying the spaghetti Western genre.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
those were the closest. I will say those were the closest a foreign films ever got to capturing a Western film. Like making a real Western, and even then, like you can tell, it's like, oh, that's filmed in Portugal and that's filmed in Andalusia. Like there are still things that weren't that didn't, but they honored the source material so much, and they like. I think that's why especially the Eastwood spaghetti Westerns, like that's why they've lasted, because like the people making them, they took what they were doing seriously and they paid respect. They did it with respect and they honored the Western. And even I think it was a Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Like the one scene, the bartenders, the scene is supposed to be this town in Illinois, and then it pans, like the camera goes outside and it's like dust and dirt and deserty. It's like no, I don't think you've ever been to Illinois, folks.
Yeah.
Definitely not that dry.
But so did we sync the movie, the Doctor Who movie? Okay, did we play the clip?
We did not.
No.
We did not. I will play that, and then we'll go into Harry Potter land because we got this nice comment here, and it relates to Harry Potter. So we will. We'll do it. Let's go.
Tuesday nights know where I'll be, riding high on the iron seas.
Inappropriate use of Boromir's death, sir.
The movie died. we got it with the arrow from Lurtz.
No, this is actually perfect because while Boromir died a heroic death defending the Hobbit,
Right.
Doctor Who the movie may have died and failed, but it will forever live on in the hearts of Doctor Who fans everywhere.
There you go. There you go.
It'll
There we
forever live on in the heart of Bill.
It forever gave us Paul McGann as the Eighth Doctor.
Yeah. By the way, 8 teaching divination is just getting smoked. Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, which
just getting smoked.
Who gives a crap about divination?
That's fair.
if it was
You're
taught by
right.
a Time Lord, I would.
That's also fair. I mean magical history from a Time Lord. Come on. Dark arts though, that's pretty cool too. Teaching potions. It's all cool. It's all cool. Harry Potter teachers. Harry Potter 3.
On the topic of time travel, Harry Potter 3.
Yes.
Yes.
13-year-old Harry Potter is miserable at Privet Drive. He sees a Muggle news report about escaped convict Sirius Black, a dangerous murderer, during a visit from his awful aunt. Who insults Harry's dead parent. Okay, she's awful. She insults his dead parents. Harry loses control and accidentally inflates her like a balloon. She floats away, expecting expulsion for underage magic. Uh-oh. That's like underage drinking. I see what they do. This franchise does that very well. They like transpose words like that in clever ways. He runs off into the night. So what do you guys think of Harry Potter 3?
That's number 3.
Yeah.
I think
growing up,
Prisoner of Azkaban, I think is like it's tied with my favorite.
It's one of the best, right?
I think so.
I will say right now, right off the bat, aesthetically, this is my favorite. Everything's all cloudy and wet, and I love it. Why can't every
We're
day be
specifically
cloudy
just
and
talking
wet?
about the movie, correct?
Oh yeah. We can talk about Harry Potter in general, the movie, whatever. Just like
Well, I
Inevitably,
just
the
wanted to
book was
clarify the term for my vote. I've seen all of the films. I've read all the books. I'm not a huge fan.
that was not me.
Not
returned!
a huge fan of the whole series.
That timing could not have been
Of the
better. I
books or
literally just
movies?
sat down just in time to catch you. Anyway, I've read through the entire book series 11 or 12 times since I was a child.
Based.
I assume
You
we're
are
talking
a
about Harry Potter.
prisoner
right?
of childish nostalgia,
sir.
my friend.
I read a lot of books when I was younger.
Daniel.
I read a lot of books.
Daniel, in defense of Kahuna, to quote everyone's favorite doctor on the matter, there's no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
This is true. This is true.
Sometimes
You can look into Daniel's eyes and you can see the child that died there a long time ago. Here we see his grave and his dead little finger reaching up, wishing he had fallen in love with something as grand as Harry Potter growing
My
up.
dead little
But
finger.
sadly, he died very young. The child never
That's
came
my
back.
dead little finger, Kahuna.
The middle one? There we go. But yes, let's see. All right, let's give Kahuna a chance, time to shine. What's your opinion on Alfonso Cuarón's directing take on Harry Potter? Because Azkaban is his only time in the director's chair for the series. Yes, it is. Unless I'm mistaken.
No,
Pretty sure.
No, it was his only one.
Yeah. Each director for Harry Potter brought something different. There's this strong sense of continuity between each of the films that is maintained pretty much till the end. There's some lapses here and there. The third one is where they change the grounds of Harry Potter a little bit. Like, the grounds are no, like they've changed a couple look things on the show, partially because they couldn't keep filming in historic locations that were not always available to them. I think that's the main drive behind it. But I think the third one, between the story and its at the time of childhood, novel ideas that I realized as I got older are not that novel. They were just hadn't been done in that way in a while.
You're a
Between
lizard
that,
fairy.
between that, the acting they had some really good actors come in. The man who played Lupin, absolutely,
It was awesome.
yeah.
I will give you that.
He was
Excellent
really
casting choice.
And some of the film choices, the way the camera moves in the third one, none of the other movies quite ever replicate the way the camera moves. You feel more in the moment in this movie than some of the others. The way the camera does some weird things that are not that common and aren't really replicated in the other films. So between that, and then like some of the lines are just really solid. Like when I think of Harry Potter moments, like really good moments, a lot of them are from this third film. And so while I do kind of miss the more whimsical, kind of childish feel of the first two, it did need to start getting darker, and I think this director did a good job changing the tone because it had to start changing somewhere, and I think it turned it more into a dark whimsy in this film, which is mostly continued by other directors moving forward.
Which, now that I think about it, explains a lot about me, since this was the one I watched the most as a kid.
This is the book I read most as a child too. And this is this is one thing about J.K. Rowling. Within the course of one book, continuity is really strong.
Yeah.
Across series, time turners are a huge problem.
Yes.
The fact they exist, huge problem lore wise. Why doesn't Voldemort get a hold of? And then and the solution for it was just as stupid as them existing in the first place, which was every single one of them got blown up. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, a random spell did it conveniently in another book because she realized this is a problem. They can't just have time turners.
I just figured the time turners were heavily regulated on account of time travel.
But you know what else is regulated?
At the same time,
cars. And people still get cars illegally. This is not an allegory for any other problem in the U.S. Criminals don't care if they have a switch on their car. No.
I think it's hysterical that Hermione, at the end of the second book, was like, I can't decide between what classes I want to take. I'm just going to sign up for all of them. And so McGonagall was like,
bet.
You know what? Yeah, bet. Let's see if you can do it, you little nerd.
13-year-old girl. Sure, you can alter time. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Let's give a 13-year-old girl the equivalent of magical crack cocaine.
You're right. But you you talk about like the camera, like the camera work and everything that goes into that. Why it's so different. Like if you go back and watch most of Cuarón's films, he is doing things with the camera that pull you into that. And he did it once. The one trick he does twice. He does it twice in one scene. Is so good. Is the Boggart scene in Defense Against the Dark Arts when it's the move through the mirror, and then at the end of the scene it reverses. It pulls back through it again. It does it twice. In the
that shot is insane. I don't know how it's so good. Like
so good.
Trying to figure how to do that technically while also doing all the other things is really impressive. Yeah, and it came out really well. It's like that's what I was saying. It's like they do some camera things. It's like that's not even the most important thing, but like we're talking about specific praises for this film.
Yeah.
And also, they introducing Sirius Black, Gary Oldman, one of my favorite actors of all time. The man is a chameleon, and he did something that is quite different from the books, because this is the nuance of performance. Because Sirius Black's character in the books is kind of
immature
and rougher, and because it's Gary Oldman, even when he looks like a ragamuffin because he's been homeless and in prison for decades, the makeup department killed it with that. By the way, he
right?
Horrible. I'm looking at. Dude. I did not recognize him when I was a kid. I'm like, man, he looks exactly like how I thought he would. but he brings this fatherly warmth to the character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just in the small nuances of his performance, like how his voice is like ragged, but then like when he's talking to Harry and like he has hope for the first time of having a normal life. He's looking up at the castle and talking to him, like you can hear the small, like the little joy, the little warmth. It's like, oh, there's hope here. And it's like, that's kind of something that it's not very well portrayed in the books. And I think that's, again, casting is huge. Harry Potter, like as far, like I said, Lord of the Rings is maybe the best ever adaptation of something. Not that it follows the lore 100%, but it's the best films based on the adaptation. And you can't expect that. But if like, I think Harry Potter is the best that somebody can expect from an adaptation from books to film. Not that they're perfect, but things have to change. And if things are going to change, hopefully they're mostly changed for the better. And I think these movies did a really good thing. And one of the biggest things they did correct was casting. Very few times was there a cast where I was like, man, that's a miss. You got Ginny, but you know, she was a child. You didn't know.
Rickman and Oldman really both did very similar things. They took characters that were not all that likable in the books. I'm gonna say right now, Sirius in the books, every time I read the books, I think he needs to grow the hell up. Yeah. In the movies, though, both of those actors just knock it out of the park.
I think Lupin is better in the books. I think you're misremembering. I think he was a really.
No, he said Sirius. He said Sirius.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Lupin.
No, don't get me wrong. Lupin was pretty great in the books.
Yeah, yeah. And who's the actor who plays Wormtail? What's his name? I can never remember his name.
I can never remember either, but you recognize him when you see him.
Oh wait, well, no one else looks like a rat that naturally.
Yeah. Who do we cast to play the rat? How about this rat-looking guy?
The guy who looks exactly like a rat.
Let us cast the mole man.
Basically, yeah. Who played?
It's Timothy Spall.
Okay, yeah. See, I don't even know his name. But it's like we can't even dismiss him either because his acting was really good.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude,
you can absolutely buy him as a
little, like
coward.
the dumbest little worm, like most despicable. Like I don't think he like people talk about all the characters. They're like, oh, Voldemort's not bad compared to Umbridge. I'm like, yeah, but also Wormtail fucking sucks. Like like betrayal. That's rough, dude.
Wormtail sold out his friend and his friend's family because he's a little shit. Wormtail needed to be.
He's a little coward. Yeah.
Wormtail needed to be beat up more as a kid. I'm going to say it right now. He needed to have his lunch galleon stolen more often.
Oh, that's funny. Also, it's either in this film or the next film. You'll notice that one of Malfoy's companions disappears, and that's because he's kind of a terrorist for a little bit. It's never addressed, but I looked it up and I found out it's
no
for that and drug trafficking.
For a brief period there, I thought they just recast him, and then I found out no, it's a completely different character from the books that they kind of upped his role.
Yep, it's like we have to pretend this never happened anyway. But what about you guys? Like, Daniel's in a weird position because he's too old to have been reading it the way that I did growing up, and his daughter is too young to have done it also. So you're kind of in this weird place where you weren't able to enjoy it in the really unique way that someone in my age range was able to. Because growing up at like the same time that these books and movies are coming out, like being close to the same age, it was a really uniquely cool experience. I don't know I don't know if any other what other generations had that was comparable to that quite. But what about you guys? What are some of your opinions about this movie?
For the avid reader, I can say that I understand because in my youth, when I was a child, I was introduced to the Prydain Chronicles, which was a fantasy series. Disney did a animated film, The Black Cauldron, which is based on one of the Prydain Chronicles books.
Didn't they cut out like 50 minutes of footage from that film because it was considered too dark for a children's film?
Yes.
Damn.
That was during the early Karen era where moms were trying to police everything that was on television.
Wait, what was the show?
So I experienced the childhood nostalgia with that book series that you feel about Harry Potter. But I can also admit that much of the Prydain Chronicles writing was pretty darn awful, and the same can be said of Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, I agree. There are definite problems I can admit with Harry Potter as a whole, but as I think part of it is that I've become more defensive of it because people have been crapping on it because they don't like the writer in recent years, and so that's colored the way that
I don't like playing the identity politics bullshit with stuff like that, though. I try to keep it purely about the story, and that's my ultimate gripe with the films. I gave 1 and 2 a pass because it was a new potential movie series. The budgets were a little bit restricted still. They were trying to proof of concept from through 1 and 2. But you get to 3, and now you've got 3 movies that are both well over 2 hours long that they can't follow the actual continuity of the story with.
It is interesting what they chose to keep.
Stupid changes that alter the fundamental structure of it.
It is what Kahuna said. It is very interesting to see some of the things they cut out. This is something I realized as a kid. If you only watch the movies, a lot of the history as well as the nicknames that James and his friends had are implied rather than flat out stated, which also, if you're only watching the movies, spoiler alerts, you get to 5, and when Harry says he's got Padfoot at the place where it's hidden, you'd be like, you're like Snape in that scene. You're like, the fuck does that mean? Speak English, you little shit.
Also, it's not specific to the 3rd film, but Snape is way worse in the books.
Oh yeah,
he is.
Like Alan Rickman is the reason people like or even tolerate Snape.
Yeah,
because Snape is a straight,
vile,
malicious, vile, small-minded little bully. And pretty much all of the book.
Real quick, just a little tiny bit in Rickman's performance that I think says a lot about how he portrayed Snape, and it's also subsequently one of my favorite little moments in the movies. When Snape comes out of the Whomping Willow and is about ready to tear the students a new one, but then hears the howling of the werewolf and turns around and then immediately hands out, and he's ready to protect the kids.
It's like there's a lot of these little moments in these films where the actors and the character actors where they did something off script that ended up being really good for the film. Like, it's not this particular movie, but again, talking about Gary Oldman was serious. At one point in the fight in the 5th movie, Harry gets one of the Death Eaters with a good spell, and he yells, "Nice one, James!" And I'm just like, it's a tiny moment. It's not in the book at all, and it's just like,
but it speaks so much.
Yeah,
it does a lot for the character. It's like it.
Go ahead. I was just going to say Snape, film Snape, is one of the characters that I like better than book. Like I much prefer film Snape to book Snape. Like book Snape, I have a hard time finding anything redeemable about him. Regardless of how he ends up in the film, like to me in the film series or the book series, there's no justifiable, like Snape does nothing justifiable or redeemable enough to earn being a namesake for one of Harry's kids.
Yeah.
in the books, he is a vile person. In the film, though, he's very redeemable. And so, like, some of
that changes from the book. They make him a little. He doesn't quite act as selfishly and small-minded. Like, he's so petty in the books.
Oh yeah,
like worlds beyond petty. It's like the worst teacher any of us have ever had, kind of petty. And in the movie, it's not quite as bad. It also helps that he's kind of funny. Like, he's that awkward kind of funny in the movies, and that's not really how it is in the books either. He's kind of like really too serious in the books.
Yeah.
And in the movies, it's like, oh, I'm going to get them. Get my sleeves.
Yeah.
On the heads.
Yeah. That's why that's why like him, Snape as a character in the film, like I really like him in the film. In the book, I hate him.
Yeah, no, and that's completely understandable. And now, as far as what do you guys think of this, like the change in tone? Because first two movies you have Christopher, and then you change directors, the tone changes. I think, real quick, I think it's partially necessary. The tone needs to get darker as the films start getting further and everyone's getting older. It's the way the story is structured. Things are getting darker. That's the whole point. How did you guys feel about the change of tone from first two to this one?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it, man. As soon as you get rid of blue sky, sunshine, and you give me gray, you give me cold, I'm in.
Like I said at the start, like aesthetically, this is my favorite of the movies. And you need to start having that progression at some point.
And the third movie is kind of a good spot for that to happen.
Yeah, especially with the Dementors, and we're starting to get into more serious topics like the actual nuances and specifics surrounding James and Lily's deaths.
Yeah, and even other stuff too, like Buckbeak's execution, which was handled really interestingly well as well.
Yeah.
Also, in the books and in the movies, I kind of do question, oh, he got away. Oh no, there's no consequence for this. They'll believe me. Sure. I kind of just don't buy it.
Dude, I love Dumbledore's response in the movie when the minister is like, where'd the beast go? It was just here. I saw it, and
how extraordinary.
Alric,
yeah, how extraordinary.
What are you doing?
Well, look to the skies if you must, minister. I think I'll have a nice cup of brandy.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll have a nice small cup of brandy. Oh, you'll find no small cups in here, Professor.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
I love it. And I also love going back to some of the nuances with how the characters are played. Seeing Dumbledore, as soon as they step out of the house, Dumbledore immediately points their attention of everyone. Yep, he draws their attention in the opposite direction, which is a great subtle foreshadowing that he had planned this from the start.
Yep.
Even before bringing it up to Hermione.
Yep. Again, it's like it's a small thing, but it's one of my biggest criticisms of the movie as a whole. Ron is kind of relegated to being the useless, bumbling, funny guy, and Hermione is perfect. It's maybe the biggest sin of the whole, except for one thing in the last movie. It's my least favorite change for that the movie's made, because Ron he has a level head, like he's sometimes level headed when the others are not, and he has this perspective because he grew up as a wizard that the others just don't think about, because obviously they grew up. Hermione and Harry grew up differently, and so it really was a trio. And this like as the movies go on, you start to feel that more and more, and you definitely feel it a bit more in this movie, in my opinion. Oh goodness,
I'm right there with you, Kahuna. Sinuses suck. Summer sucks. I hate the sun. Why won't my prayers be answered and the sun just blow up?
Bill, brother, you look like.
Because then you die.
I'm okay with this outcome.
You know what you remind me of? You look like one of those like vampires, like at the gay club, like gay musical theater, and the Anne Rice stories, like when they're in Paris. It's like you have that look. You could be like one of the performing vampires in that club.
I mean, I'm pretentious enough.
Oh,
what do you guys think about?
I just thought about. Sorry, but.
What do you guys think about like how the Prisoner of Azkaban as an adaptation of book 3? I feel like this is probably one of the best adaptations of
also
all
one of the
books.
hardest ones to adapt properly.
Yeah. I think they did. I think it was one of the best.
I'm very clear on which movie I think was the worst adaptation.
6.
Yeah. I want to
It has
see.
to be. Yeah.
I'm not going to get it. We'll get to 6 eventually. I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm going to. Where did I put my ball gag? Anyways.
You have a ball gag.
It depends on how flexible you are. Anyway. But Daniel, how about you? Well, like strictly from because you don't enjoy good things. Strictly from as a writer.
After him talking so little as I ranted about Doctor Who, you say that to the poor man.
Oh, I love it, man. But strictly as a writer with bad taste, what do you think of this movie as an adaptation and this third book? Because they are so integrally connected. What do you think of it as adaptation and the narrative of the third book as a whole?
Yeah, I think that's the best they could do. In order to adapt it as accurately as possible to the third book, I think that's the best they could do. I don't see any way of getting it any closer, especially with what they had already established in the previous 2 films.
You know what I realized watching it this time? I'm like, just from a creative perspective, they're basically showing us the same scenes twice. That could really be boring if you don't jazz it up a little bit somehow with clever filmmaking, and the filmmaking really helped make that not boring as boring as it was in the book.
Yeah, a bit. Fundamentally, I have my issues, like I said, with the whole movie series at all. But it's mostly because it sets the pants of my editor brain on fire.
Understood. My boy, of course, Thorin, he likes spooky things, and this movie is the spookiest of all the films so far. And so he really does like this one. I think Elric is like my sister and likes the 4th one because sports. Also, I have problems with the narrative thing in the 4th one. Hey guys, we're going to watch this great sporting event. It's like the Olympics of the wizarding world. Also, the second task, they are underwater and you stand there watching. Riveting.
The surface of the water.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah, they didn't even bother coming up with a magical way to see
some
under
BS
the water
version of TV to show them what they can see. I always question that. I'm like, so they're just waiting here for like an hour. Cool.
Mindlessly cheering.
Oh yeah, and then the third task, they're in a maze and you can't see them. Another task where they're just waiting for time to pass.
The third one, okay.
At least the third one got interesting because the dude came back with a dead kid. I mean,
I can excuse the hedge mage one though, because it was the most like a race. And when it comes to a race, you're only able to see the people running down the street in the area that you're in.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the winner, you're at the finish line. That one I can excuse. The second trial cannot be excused. It was stupid because for whatever reason the writers went, we're going to treat it like it's a underwater Quidditch match with lives on the line.
Yeah.
And everybody's just supposed to stand up on the shore and clap like fucking seals.
Oh, yeah. I can acknowledge the problem. Like, I do love Harry Potter. There are a lot of problems. It's not like Red Rising, which is perfect. Obviously, Bill knows this.
Absolutely, 100%.
Again with the lame and gay statements.
You haven't read Red Rising. What do you?
Yes, I did. You recommended it to me a month ago.
Oh, that's right. Well, it's really good, and it gets better.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, you can't do me this way, Daniel. I say you have bad taste as a joke, but don't prove me right.
I have to. I'm sorry.
No.
There's a reason I didn't make a video about that movie or that book because I freaking can't say anything nice about it.
There just from a writing perspective, there is one really weird thing that he does that is kind of a problem. And I'm sure you might have thought about it's a first person. First, some people don't like that. Okay, that's one thing. But then sometimes you don't know what he's planning in first person. That is kind of a weird
It's weird. And at first I was lying. I thought he was lying about one thing that comes up in the second book, one thing that he claims to have done.
Yeah, it's like there's always kind of excuses, but like it's something he kind of does. But he's more. I think it's most egregious in some of the earlier books. It's a little bit less in the later ones. But I'm like, even when I was reading, I'm like, all right, yeah. See, this would drive an editor nuts, but I still want to be surprised, and it was still a still effective surprise. So,
but also the later books, don't you get multiple people's perspectives in those as well?
You do, and that helps with that a little.
I haven't read the later books yet. I'm still waiting for Red God to come out. I want to read them in one go, just like I did the first 3 books.
Brother,
you've told me I'm gonna like Dark Age. You've told me I'm gonna like Dark Age.
It's rough, dude. I almost didn't finish Dark Age the first time. In fact, it was so dour and I was so distressed that I something happens really interesting in the last few pages of Dark Age, non-spoiler, that I didn't believe actually happened. I thought I was just deliriously looking for hope. When I started the next book, I'm like, oh,
okay, Evelyn.
Meanwhile, HPH for the win.
Kahuna's other favorite Western is Brokeback Mountain, the extended edition. I have a funny story about that. So
that should be the 3X extended edition.
A good friend of mine, he has now passed, unfortunately, a veteran, a guy who I worked with for about 8 years. He went to see that. He's a bit older. He went to go see that movie in theaters with his girlfriend on Valentine's Day in Washington, D.C.
He clearly didn't read
There wasn't a straight line in that entire theater, let me tell you, dude.
He did not read the
instructions. And of course it was her idea. She's like, it's going to be great. And we went, I got to get out of here, dude. Also, if you guys haven't actually seen the movie, your impression is, oh, they were just lonely. They've been up there a long time. No. It was like 3 days in. It wasn't like a desperation move in that movie. Oh, somebody.
I've not seen it, but the theater here in town played it when the theater was still playing like current films. And there was, I cannot remember the guy's name, but he's like kind of a local legend around here, like a legit, like old school cowboy. Like has worked on ranches all over the West from the time he was like 13. Like, I don't even know if he graduated high school. And like, dude is like hardcore cowboy. He and his wife go to watch this film. In the middle of the film, whenever the first like gay interaction happens, at the top of his lungs, it is rumored that he screamed, "What the fuck?" and got up and walked out.
I was really rooting for him.
Everybody was like, should we leave? What do we do? Like he left and it was like it just started this like slow trickle of everybody else leaving the theater.
What is going on? What is this? Is all this hate in the comments?
I don't know what's going on in the comments. I said my piece.
It's okay. It's okay, Daniel. Red Rising isn't for everyone, and it's okay. Jared hating Firefly is less of a sin, but you hate not liking Red Rising is more understandable.
I mean, everyone's entitled to his or her own opinions. However, I am seriously beginning to question my choice in editors at the moment.
That's fine.
Red Rising, trash,
I'm still not wrong.
Bigfoot writing on a blank piece of like old bark. Red Rising's trash. Pierce. Much hate.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Sorry, all this Red Rising hate has me discombobulated. Dude. I completely, my brain turned off. I'm like, this can't be happening. Anyway. AC. What
Yeah.
were you doing? Lollipop. Sorry, I looked down just. That was good.
I just wanted a popsicle because my
That's a
son
good one,
keeps
dude.
getting into stuff, so I have to keep getting up, and I'm like, I think I earned a popsicle.
You know what? It's for me.
Yeah, this one's for me. Yeah.
What did you think of the third Harry Potter movie, AC?
Oh, it's great. This is historically when I started kind of paying attention and taking Harry Potter more seriously.
For me, my parents read the first books to me up until the first movie came out, and then we started reading the books my brother started reading the books when he was 6. Those are really big books for a 6-year-old. He was a smart little.
You know what it sounds like to me? Harry Potter helped get him into reading.
It did, dude. Yeah.
Did it for a lot of
then we
kids,
got into
myself
Aragon.
included.
Definitely on this dragon moved one letter over.
Yeah.
Man, I had a lot of problems with it even when I read it, and then I got older and I had even more problems with Aragon. My God, having a couple, a little bit of nepotism never hurt him in that industry.
I like Aragon.
True.
I do like Aragon though.
Never read it.
He's my Harry
Saw the
Potter.
movie once. Never read the book.
Oh man, then the Aragon movie came out.
Whoa, that was
that movie.
It was
Dude, what did they
definitely
even
a
do?
movie.
What was like the end? What was that?
The only redeeming factor it could possibly have is like the way Saphira looked. That
The
was
way
okay.
the way the mind speak sounded and looked, the way she
Yeah.
looked.
There was little
That was
details, but just otherwise trash. Yeah,
Oh, so bad.
the whole thing. Yeah.
No, it was rough.
Dude, and they even they went to Orange County Choppers and built like the Aragon bike with that and everything. There's so much hype, and then it came
Yeah.
out, I was like, oh dear God, this is awful.
Turns out it was so much grift, not so much
Ugh.
hype.
Oh
So
my
much
gosh,
grift.
dude.
That sounds like an endorsement from Herman to me.
Powerful
his book.
marketing.
Buy his
Hey,
book.
I got to do it.
Harry Potter chips are like Lay's. Harry Potter movies are like Lay's potato chips. You normally don't buy them, but once you open the bag, you just keep consuming them until the bag is empty.
That's a week. Anyway, buy his books. Rumor has it there are a few writers amongst us.
Good times.
Probably.
Good
Dude,
times.
I felt that. There's a child in this room. Oh my.
Oh,
Kid comes running through in his
Yeah.
underwear.
yeah, my kid's doing the same thing. I hear him getting into. Tell you what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then you guys talk about Harry Potter for a little bit while me and Kahuna go handle our kids.
It's times like this I'm glad I'm not a parent. I don't have to worry about kids running in and out of the office.
I know, no joy in your life. Imagine. It'd be horrible.
No, there's no joy in my life. Thank you for noticing. Everything I've done up to this point is a cry for help. Zorn is a cry for help.
I love kids. I love trying to make them, and I love having them. It's great. Every part of the process, frankly.
You see the box set of Akira over there? That was that.
No.
That hurt.
That's right. That
no
does
need
indicate
anything in the back, Bill.
That
It's
does
dark.
indicate women don't touch
It's
you.
not
but
that dark.
I see a milk white finger pointing in the shadow.
If I could see it on
Nosferatu's
my
reaching across the room.
I wish I was Nosferatu. Nosferatu had a babe waiting for him, wanting to get on his shriveled thing.
What?
I thought it was average.
Vampires
Yeah, I thought it
should
was
not
okay.
have sex, people.
So, Bill, you pointed to Akira to say that women will not touch you. Is that what you're indicating?
No, I was pointing at it to say it's just a
Oh.
cry for help.
Yes.
Everything's
Yes.
a cry for help in my
Yes,
life.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's fair.
Hey, yo, what's up, brother? How you doing,
Yo.
man?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. We all decided that it was a collective sync for Doctor Who as a whole.
We're fighting with friends tonight.
Dude, we have. I fought with Jared.
Violence has escalated.
I'm not fighting with Bill. I'm just picking on him like a younger brother. I've been fighting with an old man, and
I have an older brother. I'm used to it.
Same thing.
Except yours is
Same
more
thing.
tolerable, Kuna. You know why? You're not putting me in chokeholds and throwing me halfway across the house.
You're not in front of me.
We can fix it.
Oh man, no, it's good, dude. Like in any podcast, you need that younger brother energy, and Bill really brings that. It's really good.
Probably.
So it's just like every now and again he makes you.
Daniel, what the fuck? Anyways. Guess I'll just go cry in the corner, I guess.
No.
Tell her
You
to
don't have a
close the
corner
door.
because
I
if
have a
we're
corner, there's a
brothers,
corner
we have
over
to
there.
share a room. That's how that works.
Can you
It's
see
just
it in the
another
darkness?
shadow.
Yeah, the shadow's a corner, Daniel.
Bill, he's old. He can't see it.
No, I can't.
All of this is just blurry reds, yellows, and blues to him. A little purple.
All right, well, that just
Mostly centered around you, Kahuna.
That's just my aura. Anyway. we all just start as we're such dumb cavemen. We saw him making art and then we just like, oh,
is this better?
tired.
Can you see it now, Daniel?
Hey, there it is.
Dude, you got whiter. I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, you did.
Anything's possible if you avoid the sun.
Bill, you're whiter than the blank white plane that AO's working on.
He's transparent.
Who told Bill my family motto? Anything's possible if you avoid the sun.
It was a lucky guess, AC.
AC would be like if we're all vampires. I'm not a vampire. Too dark. No, Daniel would be in charge of some. He would be in charge, but he would hate it. AC would be like the artistic vampire who really struggles with being a vampire.
So
but
the
really
Nosferatu.
loves drinking blood. Bill would be really picky about what blood he was drinking.
I probably would. I don't want to drink blood that has AIDS. I don't want
You're a
vampire
vampire.
AIDS.
How are you going to die?
Is this low fat blood by any chance?
No, I don't care about the low fat, high fat blood. No,
it's not even that.
Keep the diseased blood
It's not
away
even
from
that.
me.
Did this person read Poe? If they didn't read Poe,
I only drink the blood of writers and readers who.
He's going to
have
get an
good
Edgar Allan
proper
Poe book.
taste.
He's going to get an Edgar Allan Poe book. You look.
Yeah.
He's going to get one.
Look,
Oh.
if the taste isn't refined, I can't.
What did I say? I called it. I called it.
They don't have a refined taste.
It's not refined. I don't want my palate to be sullied by uncultured humans.
I want my new name to be Night Pain.
I need it to be Night Pain. Yeah.
Daniel's just call me Daniel.
Well, Daniel got my Nosferatu reference. I wasn't referencing the movie. It's the vampire type because he is a fan of the World of Darkness, right, Dan? You know this type that I speak of.
Okay, so
Motherfucker's always trying to ice skate.
It comes
Hold
from
on.
knowing all the things.
Yeah.
on the topic of vampires, I was just reminded of this. I have not finished the game. I need to sit down and actually finish it. But Vampire the Masquerade. No, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. First playthrough. I was recommended not to do this, but I did this. I went with Malkavian as my clan, just because I wanted to go through the first playthrough having the schizo visions.
Is it Malkavian or Machiavellian?
Malkavian.
It's
Bill.
Malkavian.
You know they have drugs in real life.
You just gotta go to Washington.
Look, I've been on Adderall. I'd rather not go through that again. Okay.
I'm not much for substances because it takes too long. But I don't know. A fifth of vodka did the trick for me. I heard stories for 4 years that I couldn't confirm or deny after that night. That was
you
a tough story.
hallucinate on vodka?
I don't know, but a lot of people knew me for years, and I had no idea who they were. I drank a fifth of vodka, 13 shots, and 4 beers. That was the first time drinking.
Good Lord.
He just kept getting text messages and like.
I woke up on a bearskin rug. I had a bloody half-inch unicorn horn on my head. People all knew me.
I would have woken up in a different decade.
Based.
Pretty much, dude. Yeah. No, it's like I remember everything about 11:47 and then nothing for hours. It's like some people have like the fading memory that goes in. And no, it's a straight line that was cut with scissors.
Blackout drunk is bad, Kahuna.
Yeah, been there. Yeah.
This message is not endorsed by the Iron Seeds.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Something about drinking like a pirate. I don't know.
Arr, yes.
Yeah.
I did dive headfirst off of a boat the last time I was drunk too. So there's that.
Was the boat in the water?
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%.
You're fine.
Thankfully.
I that wasn't the bad part. The bad part was I hit my lip on the swim step coming up because I came up too fast. I launched out of the water like a porpoise. Turns out if you just drink like what do you call orange juice and vodka? What do you call that?
Screwdriver.
So if you have a screwdriver and you just keep refilling it with the wrong liquid, you have a long night. Anyway.
You have not experienced true hell until you have attempted to drink a large McDonald's cup of 3/4 vodka, 1/4 orange juice as fast as possible.
What kind of ghetto ass party were you?
What is wrong with you?
Dare drinking games.
It's times like this I'm glad that I am not a drunkard.
I'm glad I don't like the taste of liquor because that would be a big problem. If
the last time I got drunk, I spilled my drink all over my friend's shirt at an out-of-state party.
You don't say. You don't say.
It's a good story.
You weren't even drunk at that point.
Yeah, if you were driving, you couldn't have been drunk yet.
Not yet. No. I definitely needed more of those jalapeno poppers.
Dude, we
all did.
Yeah.
Well, I stepped into that house. Royce's wife tried to kill me. Man,
you'll note, officer, that I only took drinks at red lights. I was not drinking while I was driving.
I haven't put in park and everything.
Also, drinking is not a bad thing so long as you're with friends and you're in a familiar environment. You know the problem? I had never seen lightning bugs or fireflies. So this is a ways later. I've drunk a lot more dragon fruit vodka at this point. And so we're sitting around the fire. I'm like, dude, did you guys see that light? They don't even know what I'm talking about at first. Like, you mean the firefly? I'm like, oh, that's what that is? Oh,
yeah, they're actually pretty rare, but then like common in some spots. It's kind of
Kahuna thought he was drunk hallucinating again.
Russian vodka, poison
Chernobyl, and they're like on fire, man.
Flash. Also, wait, Daniel, you were there. Did you notice that every town there was the same? It's like all towns are 2 to 5 miles away from each other. They each have two different denominations of churches, and either a combination of 3 liquor stores or 3 bars.
Yeah, it's Iowa, bro.
And then they have like one other store that's of value in the entire town, and that's every town in Iowa that I went.
Having driven clear through Iowa to get to Royce's, yes, that is exactly what Iowa is. It's just
corn.
Copy pasted town format and cornfields in between.
Also, it was not as flat as people told me it was. Everybody, because I didn't drive through the whole state, but the area that we were in, it was hilly. It was like the Shire. It was actually pretty there. I was very shocked. I thought it was going to be flat. It was not flat. I've seen flat.
I never heard that myth until the movie Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
And then people started conflating Iowa with Kansas. Kansas is flat AF. Iowa's not. Iowa's nice. And until I seriously, I don't remember a time before the movie Field of Dreams where people talked about Iowa like that.
Yeah.
I think that movie kind of ruined the the geographical reputation of the state.
That was easy to say.
Dude, I get to watch, sometimes I get to watch him what animation's doing and I forget words.
No, it's impressive. Like he just does like the little sketch, then he starts putting it together, and it comes out so good. And he's so humble too. He's just quietly doing cool things, and we're talking bullshit.
Yeah, not the first time that's happened. I've watched multiple TV series over the years that have portrayed local areas to me in ways that are fundamentally different from what they actually look like.
Any show in Seattle, like Grey's Anatomy, they're never in Seattle. Like almost ever. These are a couple helicopter shots.
I will say this. The Hateful Eight by Tarantino's film, The Hateful Eight, is supposed to take place in Wyoming. Yeah, that's what our winters can sometimes be like. Wyoming. That's 100%. He nailed the research there. I remember walking in that on my way home from school.
My favorite thing, like media-wise, from like Wyoming, is the Longmire book series, because that's supposed to take place in like at the Absaroka County, and at one point they're in the Powder River area of Wyoming, and they're going through, and his deputy, she leans over, NFW. What? No fucking way. Someone traveled 2,000 miles across this country, looked around here and said, "This is good." No way. No way this is where they stopped. It's like, this is where the wagon broke down. This is not intentional. This was God's hand.
Oh, man. And the series is filmed right smack in the middle of New Mexico.
I am a disappointment to my countrymen. I have yet to watch Longmire.
You're also a disappointment to us.
Not to me, Bill.
Disappointment.
Not to me, Bill. Don't listen to him.
Don't coddle him, AC.
I wasn't disappointed until
he'll never go through second puberty if you keep coddling him.
So the new Zorn may be delayed a little bit.
It's okay. So are we.
Oh, I'm delayed. I am. Do I have a clip for this? It's good stuff. Oh man,
Billy, I'm so proud of you.
Billy,
yeah,
dude, good for you, dude. Stuff poison.
I know. I only drink, not that often. It's like one drink. I don't get drunk anymore.
I only drink when I'm out of state.
Work. And plus, it's not responsible, because if I have trouble moving, I'm too big. No one's carrying me. No, that's too much to ask of anybody.
I would.
AC.
You're like
the tarp is for.
I would try.
Kahuna,
you need some like PSP if you're carrying me, man. Oh, Christ almighty. No, that's good.
Where's Bill with the Adderall? I need to carry Kahuna. It's an emergency.
You just need a tarp and some duct tape.
Yeah. Oh, genius, dude. Genius.
Why duct tape?
Don't worry about it, Kahuna. You're blackout drunk right now.
It's so it doesn't rip. It's genius. It's
no, it doesn't work. I have no hair on my body.
The duct tape's to repair the tarp?
Then it won't hurt.
Kahuna, because Kahuna is going to pass out and most likely without a shirt on. You just have a pack of Sharpies ready to go, and then you just graffiti the crap out of him.
Okay.
I'll look like AC by the morning.
Yeah, there it is.
Dude, so our Corpus Christi's manager, his band threw this party one night, and he, like Chris was shattered, just obliterated. Oh, no. And
was this post show?
Yes. Everybody leaves. Chris wakes up alone in his house. And he wakes up and he has every inch of exposed skin has something on it in Sharpie. No. They wrote like they wrote like penis across his
Penis.
forehead.
Oh,
like not dick, not just penis on his forehead. They drew on his cheeks. He had just vile things written all over his arms. And so he goes, and he doesn't know this. So he goes to the mirror, he goes to the bathroom, and he looks in the mirror, he's like, oh no. So he's like half hour in this sink, scrubbing everything off because he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to get in the shower yet because he doesn't trust himself to stand on the slippery floor. So he washes everything off. He goes and he's like, I'm hungry. So he leaves and he walks down to the Burger King, like a couple blocks away, orders his food, pulls out his wallet.
Oh, no.
And when he opens his wallet, they had taken everything out of his wallet and filled it with Doritos and stuck it back in his pocket.
Bro,
he has to pay for Burger King with smashed Dorito chips.
That is awesome.
And like remnants of penis written across his forehead.
We gotta get to Bill's story next. We gotta get to Bill's story time next because I'm like hooked. I'm hooked. Oh my goodness, that's great.
I'm not a drunk.
Bro,
Something from a meme. I swear. My intrusive thoughts won.
Okay. All right, it's
Bill.
just a meme. Thank God.
Preserved for all eternity.
I had to
It's
clarify.
elastic, Bill. It'll bounce back someday.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord
Good
almighty.
stuff.
The way you talk about Dark Age, Kahuna, it's bouncing all day long. Wait, what?
Also, don't feel bad. I regularly reveal too much about myself on the internet, especially that one show with Andrew Briggs when he came.
Sometimes
on.
literally.
I was like, that was the worst I think I've ever done.
Don't worry, Kahuna. Nobody has sent a super chat in a while, so your titties have been safe.
That's true.
Billy Judd's comment, his response.
Yeah, dude. That was my reaction. Man.
Oh
For real,
man,
for real. I mean, that's a way to get everybody.
tell. I can't tell the stories I'm thinking about.
Kahuna, the other day I was just like, why didn't Kahuna, like when he decided to stop street fighting in his storied past, why didn't he go on to become a world famous slap fighter in like MMA or whatever does it? I forgot what it's called. It's called like
Power
slap.
slap.
Power slap. There
Power
it is.
slap.
Powers. Yeah. I could just see you like sizing a guy up, getting that nice upward uppercut angle with the open hand slap, not clubbing. You wouldn't club because you're fair and you're experienced from your childhood, and you just bam, get them right on their ass. I just feel like you would. Or are you more like?
Are you watching AC?
Sports.
Oh, okay, good.
Dude, AC is addicted to power slap, man.
Yeah.
Power slap is cool. I
It's
like
true.
when they edit it and it's like switch from like a woman to a man, like they cut it right into slap, so when the person turns back it looks different and you don't get it right away. You're like, whoa, wait a second.
Whoa. Oh man.
Like, were you always ugly or what?
It's pretty crazy when they get like just smacked upside the head. It's like two titans, two just big guys.
Oh,
you know?
dude, when they get the Polynesian slap fighting,
Oh my
it's rough, dude. Because
They
they
won't go down.
learned from the professionals. They got whooped by their moms growing up, and no one hits harder than a Samoan relative or a Tongan relative. That's the truth, dude. You ever
Kahuna-
see you ever see one of those women's hands? Their fingers are thicker than mine. They're wider. Their fingers are not as long. But they can hit you. They can snipe you with a flip flop from across a Walmart parking lot, and they can slap hard enough to dent a Honda Civic car hood.
It's like getting hit with a canned ham.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not to be crude, but like no, never mind. I can't say what I was about to
That
say.
would be crude. That would be crude.
I
Kahuna.
went out with a Tongan woman for a while.
Nice.
She was tougher than me. That's all I'll say.
Nice.
Yeah, no. She was
I was gonna say, Kahuna, back in the day when you were like, when you weren't doing power slapping and you were just like doing it for the love of the game, What was your go-to? Were you like a wrestler, or were you like a boxer, or were you like a kickboxer? Like
I learned wrestling, and I learned judo, and I learned boxing after wrestling and judo. I like it's more satisfying to punch somebody in the face. I got really good with my high kicks as well. I could kick somebody I could kick a guy up to about 6'4" in the neck pretty well. My flexibility was pretty good at about that time. It really depended. Nearing the end, I started getting in fights with more than one person at a time, and that changes your tactics pretty drastically.
Get him in the line. Get him in the line.
Line up. Yeah, line up.
No, these. I'm looking back. I'm like, thank God these guys had never they had never trained to fight together. That would have been a bad day for me, I think. But yeah, no, that was a thing. I usually went for a judo throw. Like I'd go in for a punch if they were a bit more punch resistant. I figured that meant that if they're punch resistant, then they're not really concrete resistant, and that's where the throws come in really handy.
Ooh, yeah.
You have me do a judo throw. I throw you overhead. My shoulder lands on your sternum on the concrete. It's only one guy ever got up from that. Only one.
Gravity. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I'm just gonna lift you up and toss you.
Jared, you know exactly like if you land one of those throws on concrete, it's a bad day.
Oh.
A bad day.
especially like when you're like committing to taking it all the way through, because like you can do judo throws.
You can
do a lot of judo throws. Nice. You can train with your partner. You can do them nice. But when you commit, it's like we are all going to the ground right now.
I'm like, I might dislocate my shoulder, but I'm going to disconnect your entire rib cage.
I'm going to hit you with the earth.
This just in, I actually just we got sent a clip of Kahuna fighting back in the day when he served the Empire. Here it is. Raider! Who's to say?
Only Kahuna can talk.
Kahuna, do you get more or less sunlight than you used to? Just a random question.
No wonder someone thought he was black. I
mean, dude, Animation Overload's black. Do you do the black Kahuna? Is that what you draw? I can't remember. What do you?
He that was one of his earliest drawings he did for me. Was black Kahuna.
Kahuna has it on Discord if you want to share.
Yeah, let me find it.
Awesome. Well, it has the same energy as Black Goku. Like it's not. It doesn't have like.
Still,
doesn't have like.
Don't shoot! This man isn't black.
Yeah. For all its faults, Dragon Ball Super was cooking with that line.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, here it is in all its glory. I will say that Black Kahuna is one of the only characters I know that dresses better than I do. There he is. There's that beautiful boy. There we go.
Yeah. He knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Oh, why the outfit?
It's glorious. Don't question.
I think I looked up and he was wearing like a leopard skin or something.
Yeah, dude. Don't be racist.
I remember what it was. I think I said, I was on Twitter with you or something. I was like, oh yeah, I'm literally black. And then he made me this.
Yeah, you were like, someone thought I was black in my video. And then I responded with this. I was like, well, dang it, what am I going to do with this then?
My black coworker, I came up with the perfect secret villain, secret super villain for Static Shock, because most of his villains are kind of lame. And he would talk like Cat Williams, and he would be the super pimp. His super power. He has very few powers except that he can make white women do a lot of uncomfortable things.
And he says it how it is, you know.
I fight this black guy. And when I say black guy, I mean really black guy. And then there's this white kid who throws fire. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
When I say he's black, I don't mean black like me. I mean black like I call him the N-word.
I mean black.
Cat Williams. Dude, he doesn't get any less funny. I know some people don't like Cat Williams, but if you do like him, he's just like always funny. I don't know what it is.
And once you start talking in his voice, it's hard to stop. I don't know.
I know. It's addicting, dude. I was like, oh,
fuck over here.
It's too natural. Yeah, it's like this. Why does this feel so good? I just want to talk like this all the time. You know, that ain't even perfect, but
No, I've never been. No, Herman, that's not true. I'm not pimping. I've been asked to, but I've never done it. So
Yeah, he's off the clock.
Oh, somehow I imagine Daniel in his college age days, in the dark times. He's like Will Ferrell and the other guys. He's like, no, I wasn't a pimp. I was just helping some girls, some of my girlfriends out. They called him Gator.
He's a businessman doing business.
Oh my goodness.
You notice Daniel's gotten real quiet. That's when you know it's true.
Pimp Nick. That's I like that cut, Daniel. The Boondocks reference.
Cat Williams character from the Boondocks.
Yeah,
good character. Dude, so many good characters in that show.
Oh, brother, I never watched it growing up. I watch it as I cannot believe what they got away with on that show.
Freedom of speech is beautiful.
Best character is Uncle Ruckus.
Oh yeah, by far.
No relation.
I look out on all your little white faces. It makes me happy.
Praise white Jesus.
Now when the spirit is upon him in such a fashion, there's only one way to get it out.
Who's the superhero? Who's the freed slave superhero? I forgot his name. You know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like a superhero legend, and they tell the story different depending on who you ask. Like Uncle Ruckus has his version. Oh my!
There's a few clips of that show. The creator for that show on circling around, like where he sounds, or at least comes across like he's pretty based.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. Like the liberals were kind of pushing boundaries back when I was really, really young, and now it's the opposite.
Oh, they're Puritans now, man.
Hey, if you're American, we happy. That's like where we're at, you know.
Yeah, but what kind of American?
What kind of American are you?
What kind of a dude?
What kind of a motherfucker? What kind of American are you?
Are you one of them dual citizen Americans? Who's your loyalty to? Yeah, for real, dude. That was kind of a predictive movie. That aged well. It like didn't age well, and then it aged really well.
What, Civil War? I have not watched it.
That line. I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of the movie is kind of just about people watching things as they happen. It's
just the they always get the sides mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious since I'm the one person here that didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Sounds like
I didn't see it.
Oh.
See what?
Did. Well, never mind. The way the conversation
we
was
start
going, it sounded like
quoting
you guys,
Boondock Saints, and we have more viewers. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, we haven't quoted Boondock Saints.
We were talking about Boondocks, the cartoon.
The Boondocks.
The Boondock Saints is an entirely different yet equally based work of media.
Oh,
very true.
Yes, I did say the wrong one, didn't I? I must be tired. Sorry, that's never happened before.
You mean you've worked a physical labor job for your all day today, and are somewhat physically
in 90-degree weather?
Yeah.
No
way.
Definitely did.
No way.
I love whenever a streamer talks about it's the hardest job. that was another one of those Hassan little goodies. I'm just like, go ahead, Bill. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, working customer service, working IT is worse than being a streamer. So get off your high horse, Hassan. You jackass.
And stop tasing it, please.
Come back to us when you have stood there for an hour trying to understand what someone is trying to tell you about what's wrong with their computer. And at the end of the day, it turns out there was nothing wrong with it. Yes, that has happened.
Sorry, what was that? Can you repeat the whole thing word for word right now?
Wait, okay, hold on. Daniel, I trust you. Did he mute me? I wasn't paying attention.
No.
No, I was
he did
gone.
not.
I just
He's
got
just
back.
screwing with you.
Okay. Now, that said, an actual physical labor job. Yeah, no, thank you.
I do both.
I enjoy sitting in my comfy office chair while complaining about computers.
Nobody knows this about AO, but he's like the most jacked human being on the planet. He walks around like 6'5", making us all feel bad for being a measly 6 foot. He doesn't really make it fair for the rest of us.
AO, can you pull off a JoJo's pose?
I don't know. I can kick a puppy.
Wow.
One of the best character introductions of all time.
I can pull off the JoJo's pose, but I'll look like Skeeter from Save the By the Bell. So.
You guys ever see a elegant hippo trying to pose like a man? That's what happens if I
think I saw that in a
just
Disney
pose.
movie once. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, that reminds me of the time me and a couple of Polynesians scared some tourists on the path to the 7 sacred pools in Hana, Maui. So it's about a 3.5 mile hike from the parking lot, maybe 4, up to the waterfall, and then you could go down a little further too. Well, me, Terry, and a few locals started running down the trail. I was skinny at the time, but we're all big boys. Sounded like a damn rhinoceros pack running down the path. People jumped out of the trail. Oh, what is that? We're just right through the jungle. It was a beautiful thing. And what was the best part was when one girl started running with us because she thought we were running from something. Oh, dude, it was so good. Oh, no, it was great. Also, I love that a marketing ploy by a hotel on the south side of Maui is the reason it's called the 7 Sacred Pools. They're not sacred. There's not 7 of them. It's just sounded good on a pamphlet.
Do you wash your pits in the sacred pool? Or?
I wash everything.
Dude, that is right back to the meme. Hawaii's fake.
Dude, Hawaii, like the version of Hawaii you see is fake.
So did they just take a bunch of sand out to the ocean and just dump it and make Hawaii?
No, but Oahu, they do need to bring more sand to Waikiki. They have to import sand. That's true.
Did
you
really? Kahuna, yes. Did you watch that video I sent from Dankula?
By Dankula?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not right about everything, but largely correct. Yeah. There's like again, like I've talked about this before, like even the tiki head, like all the Hawaiian masks and the little tiki guys, that's not even Hawaiian. It never has been. That's all Tahitian. That's where that comes from. It's like heck, half of the artifacts in my grandmother's house were from the Marquise and Samoa and other different islands across the South Pacific as well. She specialized in all these handmade things. I do have one of the old poi pounders. That's nice. I like that I have that little piece of history with me. Also, the crocodile. That actually, speaking of that, from my grandma's house, what a freaky place to wake up. Because you're like, imagine like you're traveling. Sometimes when you travel, for a moment you forget where you are when you wake up. If you're like really out of it and you have the jet lag, you wake up in the middle of the night here. The lights don't work because it's solar and it's ancient. You look around and there are masks and crocodile shapes and ceilings that go up 18 to 22 feet. And the walls separating the rooms only go up about 7.5 feet. What a very strange, uncomfortable place to wake up. Wake up in a damn nightmare. Oh yeah. Also, there's a couple of little side, like little round, little plaques, and it's a naked man holding a thing like this to hold the top, and they're just the right height to look like a pygmy. And it's really not my favorite thing in the world.
Hey, are you drawing the 8th Doctor teaching a class at Hogwarts? Or is he attending a class at Hogwarts?
Harry and the Doctor have switched weapons.
Okay.
So Harry has
Nice.
the sonic screwdriver.
Okay. All
And the
right.
Doctor has the wand. And they have no idea what they're doing.
Okay, I see it now. The other long-haired bloke is Snape.
Boys, I hate to say it, I have to get going. The kids require a bit of attention because bedtime was exactly an hour and 10 minutes ago. So I gotta go. I gotta take care of this. Ao, your piece is beautiful. Daniel, I will never forgive you for Red Rising. Jared, it's okay that you're wrong. Bill, it's okay, buddy. Your voice will change. Everything will drop. Your body will be changing soon. Anyway, AC, love you. Anyway, peace out, guys.
Love you too. Love you too. Have a good night. Have
Your
a good
taste
night.
is awful. Bye, Kuna.
Hey.
I'm willing to ride this out until I saw that, Bill. I saw that. I'm willing to ride this out till the wife gets home with pizza, which is quite a bit. So whenever this gets done or that happens, so whenever you guys want, honestly.
It's
Honestly-
after midnight here, so I'm getting tired.
Yeah,
You can go.
It's about time I should probably go to bed if I want to be productive at work tomorrow.
Word.
Yeah, we can call it.
Productive at work. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't even vote on Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, does it sink or
Oh.
float?
That's an obvious float.
Yeah.
I think it Leviosa's or whatever.
Ah, nice.
Daniel was not entertained.
Well, animation. I will. I'm willing to hang out with you after the show. While you finish this up, if you want.
Okay.
Otherwise, no
Oh.
pressure either way.
I shouldn't be that much longer with it.
We'll go ahead and play. I'll play the float clip, and then I'll end the stream like before the clip ends. If that
Sweet.
makes sense. And then
Daniel-
we'll just call it.
Daniel, DM or message me about what time you want to do that call tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
Will
If
do.
anybody have any last chills that they want to do before we float it?
Yeah, I have one because Royce told me I'm allowed to now.
Have at it.
He and I have a new podcast, and that is where you will hear a lot of interesting stories about heavy drinking and insanity that I got up to in one episode of that show when it releases probably in a couple of weeks. But it is called Mythical Man, and it is just Royce and I talking about dude stuff and cracking jokes.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Bill, what about you?
I am still writing Zorn, and despite jokes made in friendly jest, Daniel does a phenomenal job editing those to make them readable to you, the reader.
I like being able to
And
read.
Doctor Who was a major inspiration, so go read Zorn. You know you want to. I should probably give AC a link, unless he
link
still has a link.
That's usually helpful, yes.
Yeah, it's usually helpful to find the thing that's being shilled for. Who would have thought?
Well,
Copy.
Zorn is a pretty unique name.
There you go.
But
There's a link.
Here's
It
that
is
link.
a very enjoyable sci-fi series.
And Jared, any
You heard it
updates
here
on-
first from an objective opinion. I'm better than Pierce Brown and his Red Risings.
Yeah, you heard it. Here. Any
Yeah.
updates on the movie, Jared?
Movie continues to prep and plan. I have a meeting Thursday with I found a location scout, so I'm going location scouting Thursday. Our documentary about the town is almost done, and our GoFundMe is live. And so, any
And
help?
it's up to $300.
Awesome! I haven't even checked that. Awesome.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, then and that link will be in the description. But yeah, you can go check that out. That is a huge help to us. If if you're sick of Hollywood and having the message and their agenda shoved at you, then back in indie, back us, because we're making movies. Daniel and I are teaming up to get this one done. So looking forward to that.
And
we will
hopefully
have
many more.
Yes, and we will have an invitation. We will have an invitation for people soon once we get our scheduling dialed in. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you can't support us on GoFundMe, just share the GoFundMe link around, just to help get the word out, because all of that helps.
The biggest help. Share the link.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Animation Overload.
You guys don't have to suffer a time limit now. You guys can just have it go.
I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I haven't released anything yet, but hopefully in the next few weeks I will.
Oh yeah.
Keep awesome, dude.
And check out those other guys because they're awesome.
All right. Well, Harry Potter floats. Thanks for everybody watching. After the float clip, it should end the stream. So cheers. Oh. Nice.
Based.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.